historian, stumbled upon the relic while searching for historical documents on early Christian martyrs. As he carefully opened the fragile book, a strange, chilling sensation swept over him. The pages, though aged, were remarkably intact, and they revealed something extraordinary: prophecies and warnings about the human race that defied explanation. The text spoke of cataclysmic events, describing them in eerie detail. It foretold a time when mankind's insatiable hunger for power and technology would bring about a series of global disasters. It predicted plagues, environmental destruction, and societal collapse, all of which seemed eerily familiar in the context of modern times. But the most terrifying revelation lay in the final chapters. The ancient script hinted at the existence of a hidden force, a mysterious entity that had been manipulating humanity since the dawn of civilization. This entity thrived on chaos and conflict, feeding off the darkest emotions and fears of humans. According to the Bible, this force would one day reveal itself, plunging the world into an age of darkness unless mankind united to overcome its inner demons. News of the discovery leaked, spreading like wildfire across the globe. Panic ensued as people grappled with the chilling implications of the ancient text. Skeptics dismissed it as mere fiction, while believers saw it as a divine warning. The world stood at a crossroads, with the future of humanity hanging in the balance. Could this ancient text hold the key to our origins and ultimate fate? And if the creators do return, will humanity be ready to face their judgment? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. The Book of Parables. The Book of Parables stands out because no pieces of it have been found among the Dead Sea Scrolls. The Beta Israel community, who have long used the books of Enoch, likely carried the Book of Parables with them as they migrated from Egypt to Cush and eventually to the Ethiopian highlands. This suggests that the Book of Parables was part of their collection before 200 BC. Their main holy book, the Orate, is based on an early Greek version of the Septuagint that was in use around 225 to 200 BC, which originally contained only 8 books. After 200 BC, additional books were translated by the Library of Alexandria. Thus, if they left Egypt after this period, they would have had access to a larger collection of holy texts. The origins of the Book of Parables are still debated. Many scholars dismiss its significance to the Beta Israel community and instead argue that it was a Christian-era text, written sometime between 50 and 200 AD. This assumption, despite the book not being a Christian text, is based on evidence that was shaped by translators who, believing it to be a Christian-era work, interpreted it through a Christian lens. One clear example is the term Son of Man, which appears frequently in the Book of Parables and is often linked to Jesus Christ. However, a closer look at the text reveals that it isn't about Jesus at all. Instead, it seems to be referring to the flood of Noah rather than the coming of the Messiah, which is a common theme in many Messianic Jewish writings. The Son of Man mentioned in this book is likely Seth, who is considered the ancestor of all humans who survived the flood. The Hebrew phrase, Ben Adam, meaning Son of Man, can also be translated as Son of Adam, which fits with the introduction of Seth as the heir of Adam. In chapter 37, after a brief overview of genealogy, Enoch is presented with 3 parables. Unlike the parables told by Jesus, these are more like oracles or prophetic messages. Chapters 38 to 44 discuss judgment, chapters 45 to 57 address those who reject the Lord, and chapters 58 to 59 focus on the destiny of the chosen ones. The final 2 chapters provide a conclusion and add some legendary elements to Enoch's story. The first parable deals with the theme of impending judgment, contrasting the fate of the righteous and the wicked. Chapter 38 opens with a vision of the world, where the community of the righteous is about to gather, while the sinners face their final judgment. The righteous one will come forth to lead this great judgment. For those who rejected the Lord's name, their fate will be far worse than never having been born at all. This is a fate described in Mark chapter 14, verse 21, where it is said to be better for someone who betrays Jesus. This concept also appears in later writings in Ezra, describing the torment of those condemned to Hades. During this judgment, the hidden truths of the righteous one will be unveiled, and the rulers of the earth will be doomed. In chapter 39, Enoch receives several important books, those of zeal, wrath, haste, and whirlwind. Verses 3 to 8 detail Enoch's incredible experience of being lifted in a whirlwind from the earth to the heavens. There, he witnesses the heavenly homes of the righteous, nestled among the angels. This sacred place, under the protection of the Lord of Spirits, is where the righteous will forever sing praises to God. In chapter 39, verse 6, Enoch has a profound vision of the elect one of righteousness and faith, who is likely the same as the righteous one mentioned in chapter 38, verse 3. Enoch responds to this vision with heartfelt praise. In chapter 40, Enoch witnesses a breathtaking sight, a vast multitude of angels, countless and beyond measure. Among these celestial beings, 4 special angels never rest. This scene mirrors the descriptions found in Revelation chapters 4 and 5, where 4 distinct figures are positioned around the Lord of Spirits, surrounded by an endless throng of divine entities. The 4 key angels Enoch sees are Michael, known for his compassion and patience; Raphael, who oversees healing and remedies; Gabriel, who wields immense power; and Phanuel, who looks after those whose hope is eternal life. In chapter 41, Enoch is revealed to the hidden mysteries of the heavens, including the breakdown of kingdoms and the weighing of human deeds. He views the cosmic storehouses and witnesses the sun and moon, which operate beyond anyone's control. Chapter 42 delves further into the mystery through a poetic portrayal of wisdom, searching for her place among humanity, but ultimately returning to the angels. The subsequent chapters explore other cosmic phenomena, such as lightning and the names of the stars in the heavens, Enoch's heavenly calendar, and the mysteries of ancient prophecies. Chapters 72 to 82 of the Book of Enoch, also called the Astronomical Book, delve deeply into the movements of celestial bodies. The purpose of this section is to determine the length of a year. In chapter 81, Enoch is instructed to read from the heavenly tablets and share this knowledge with his son, Methuselah. These tablets reportedly contain everything that will happen to all living beings on Earth, based on astrological predictions. In chapter 82, Enoch passes this information on to his son, revealing that the true astronomical year should be 364 days long. Enoch's calculations are considered accurate because they were given to him by the angel Uriel. This part of the Book of Enoch is quite mysterious and seems unrelated to the New Testament. Scholar John Collins notes that the purpose of this section is to prevent sin through calendar mistakes and to ensure proper worship based on an understanding of the heavenly order. The main focus is the length of the year, arguing for a 364-day calendar instead of a 360-day one. Though this topic may seem obscure and complex to modern readers, it was crucial in the 1st century to ensure proper worship practices. The calendar issue is crucial for New Testament and Dead Sea Scroll studies due to Passover's timing. If Passover is celebrated on the wrong date, does it count? Or is it sinful? The Qumran community believed it was sinful to observe Passover on the wrong date, and criticized the priestly aristocracy for using a 360-day calendar, while they followed a 364-day calendar. The popularity of the Book of Enoch at Qumran might be because it supports a 364-day calendar. The Book of Dreams and Visions retells history from the perspective of Israeli sheep, dealing with Egyptian wolves, Philistine dogs, Babylonian lions, and Persian eagles. The astronomical book, narrated by Methuselah, Enoch's son, continues in the dream visions but mainly dates to the early Persian era. The first 6 chapters seem linked to the astronomical book, including a vision of the sky collapsing and the earth flooding, resembling Noah's flood in the astronomical book, which describes a solid sky with water above it. The final chapters of the first Enoch contain fragments from other texts. Chapters 106 and 107 narrate Noah's birth, possibly from a lost Noah apocalypse. Noah is born with white skin, red hair, and glowing eyes, speaking to the Lord immediately. His father Lamech, disturbed by his appearance, seeks advice from Methuselah, who consults Enoch. Enoch predicts the flood as punishment for sin, names the boy Noah, and foretells he will be a remnant for Lamech. These predictions are confirmed by heavenly tablets. In a podcast with Joe Rogan, Katie Williams expressed frustration about the lack of Black people in the Bible until discovering the Book of Enoch. Rogan theorized that early church leaders removed the book to marginalize Black people, noting that the only non-Black people in the Bible were the Romans. Noah being albino in the Book of Enoch is significant, as it suggests he was surrounded by Black people. What are your thoughts about the terrifying secrets revealed in this 2,000-year-old Bible? Let us have your opinions in the comment below.